Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my promise that I'm going to give you guys an update on the new makeup products that I purchased recently this month or a little bit from last month, just to share my final thoughts on whether they're worth it to purchase or they're good to use or they're So we got loads to go through. Let's get started. Basically, I have everything lined up here in front of me, and let's start from primer type of product. So first one is Geo Skincare. This one was in my unboxing try on haul as well. This was highly recommended by loads celebrities, YouTubers, and makeup artists to say it's a very good base to use before the foundation. And mine is a little bit opposite. The main challenge I have is the formulation, because when you smooth this one out, I don't know whether you guys can see, you feel like there are waters and cream and foundation probably in there, and they work really hard to try to get each other, but then they're not really. So it is very hard to smoothen it out on your face. Don't get me wrong, the finish is not too bad. It does moisturize your skin very well. It works with foundations, but for my skin, this one does contribute a little bit more face oil after a few hours. So I think it's just not for my skin type. I think if it's for dry skin, and if you don't mind the formula, when it's finished, it does lighten up your skin a little bit. It does look very natural. If you have a good skin condition, you probably can just use this and no need to use a foundation. But for me, it's a no. Next one is a top yes and a plus at mine is IPSA's moisturizer stick. This one I absolutely highly recommend it for anyone and everyone to try. I just check if there is any other information written here. It's not, it just has number 0036. I don't know whether that makes any difference. It doesn't have a color anyway. This one appeared on my last Get Ready With Me video. It's like it is like a moisturizer. It just in the different formulation. Different formula is more like a glue stick. So all you need to do is very easy and just glide on your skin and just smoothen it out. It doesn't give you any color or anything, but when it's finished, it's not tacky, sticky at all. It does moisturize your skin, and most importantly, this helps soothing and smoothing your pores. So if you have pore problems like me, this one makes huge difference. You use this as a primer, your pores just like out of sudden disappeared from your face. This is a miracle. You have to try to experience that. Originally I thought maybe it's not this one because I used the foundation, which I'm going to go through that in a minute as well. So I thought it was more because of the foundation, as the foundation has the function in terms of minimize the pores, But I tried this one with the other 3 or 4 foundations I have here. This is absolutely minimizing the pore appearance on your skin. So highly recommended to try. This will be on my next favorite video as well. And though I mentioned the foundation, this foundation is from BABREA. If you've seen my last foundation testing video, you know this one very well. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you to go and check it out. I won't go through details, but just check out that foundation testing video. This is a magic foundation that is matte and glow at the same time. So when you finish it, if you look at your skin very closely, it has a matte feel, but leave your skin a very natural glow on it. It's just very hard to describe. You got to try out to know it. And this one lasts very long. The whole experience of using this foundation is amazing. Then moved on to concealers. I have concealer palettes. I have lots to go through. Okay, first, let's touch base on the Peony effect, which I also use on my last Get Ready With Me. I would recommend the neutral Ivory, this color. The reason being, the other one I purchased, the color is Rosy Ivory. Rosy Ivory, the color is really good for under eye area in particular. So it's not too orangey, but it has that orange tone in there. So it's very good for your under eye area for correcting, but it does crease up under your eye area. And this one is Natural Ivory. Natural Ivory, last time I made a mistake. Last time I used after the foundation, which a little bit too yellowy after the foundation, especially if your foundation is slightly light or match your skin color. So I would recommend to use it before your foundation. The Natural Ivory is very good in terms of even your skin tone, because for my skins I have trouble. So for example, I have redness normally on my cheek, then I have, you know, the dark circle under my eye area, then I have a little bit, you know, spot marks, blemish, acne marks dotted all over the places. So my skin tone is very uneven. Once I use the Natural Ivory one, is like just swiped to the center of my face, then blends it out. It helped to even my skin tone very well. After using a foundation, as long as the foundation is not too light coverage, I don't pretty much use any other concealer afterwards. So I would highly recommend the Natural Ivory one. To covering dark marks, spot marks, or any, you know, darker marks on your face, I would recommend this one. It's from the brand Dermacol. Let me check. I don't think there is a color for it. I couldn't see it, but anyway, it is their makeup cover. And look at the size. It lasts you forever. This one is very good in terms of covering your spot marks, blemish, and you know, any stubborn marks that can't be covered by other concealer. This one, it can. So you can tell the color as well is slightly darker than normal skin tone. And I think a lot of us probably know, if you want to cover a spot mark, for example, or blemish, or any dark marks on your face, you should use a slightly darker tone than your skin to cover the mark first, then you put on foundation. This one works very well. If you see my video from last month, I do have a spot here been haunted me for over a month. I can't get rid of it. None of the concealer can cover even 50% of my spot here. Now it's gone, but this one can cover pretty much to 60-70%. Highly recommend. And the other concealers I bought was from 3CE. This one again, the color, sorry, let me just go through the color, is the Waterful Concealer 001. This one is good. The formulation is good. It's like a, and it is exactly as it's described. It is waterfall, so it's not a thick cream, but very liquidish and very smooth. Moisturize your skin very well. You can probably use as like a foundation. The color 001 I highly recommend, especially for a no makeup day. Also, if you're having a good skin condition yourself, you just need to apply this in the center of your face, then off you go. It's very smooth, melt into your skin like your own, and does not crease up and last long. The other one is the Florasis concealer palette. If you didn't see this video, it's from last month, but I haven't updated you on whether this one is good or not. This the palettes look like. I say no to this one. The reason being is, sorry guys, I just added a little bit lighting behind it as it gets too cloudy out there. It's getting darker and darker. So where we were the concealer palette of Fluoresces, you know, I think the result, even cheaper concealer palettes can achieve the same or even better results. The one I'm using is from UNNY, and this is what to look inside, and also the one everyone is very familiar with, which is the NYX concealer palette. That would also give a even better outcome than this one. So let's move on to the setting powder and the pressed powder. These were the two I bought recently, or this couple of months. One is from Florasis. It is their Blossom Silk pressed powder, and the other one is from Perfect Diary. Beautiful packaging. Perfect Diary Silky Pressed Powder number 2. Let me just quickly show you inside. This is from Florasis, and this is from Perfect Diary. So this is translucent pressed powder, and this has a little bit color in there. Let me say no first to the Perfect Diary one. A is because of the color. I think I may bought wrong this time. This, it turns out too orangey on my face. So the powder itself is very good. It's very fine. Over here, it is very fine and doesn't cakey up, especially, you know, by the way, if you apply powders, you shouldn't get your face too wet. So but this one, the powder is very good, it's very fine, but it's just the finish. It makes my face very orangey. Besides that, this doesn't last long. It's a matte finish, but only give about a couple of hours, and then my face oil start coming out. The Florasis one, I like the finish and I like the formulation. It's more like a baked powder, so you don't have too much fallout. Very easy to use. Use a brush and then just finish the whole face. It is matte, but it doesn't, because it's translucent as well, so it doesn't suck up the natural glow from your face, and it doesn't impact the foundation that you use. For example, if you use dewy foundation, it will still keep the glow on your face, but it again doesn't last too long. In comparison, I would actually prefer their loose powder. So this one is from Florasis. I bought this way back. I bought this about 8 months ago. This one, in comparison with the baked translucent powder, I would prefer this one. This one is like that. So you have a little puff here. The inside is like this. So I would recommend that if you want to try this brand and want to try their setting powder, I would highly recommend to go for translucent loose powder rather than the pressed one. The pressed one doesn't last long as this one. This one, once I used it, 8 hours, 10 hours plus. Especially if you use this one with a setting spray. I wouldn't say 24 hours, as no one needs to carry a makeup 24 hours for normal people, but 10, 12 hours, not a problem. So come to my favorite part, contouring. And this too, again, appeared at my last get ready with me. Let me just quick, I got a little bit color. Let's get rid of it. This one is from Timage, and this one is from Judy Dore that worked with Disney. Let me quickly open Judy Dore and Timage. Between these two, I go for this one. This one obviously having a highlight as well as a matte highlight white powder here, and Judy Dore does just have the contour. The formulation, the experience of using it, and most importantly is the result of using it. It is effective but not too pigment, so which means if you're beginners or you are new into the contour and highlight world, try this one. You never gone wrong with this one. Let's move on to eyeshadows. So those two from the Fluoresces, this one, and a single cream eyeshadow from Peony. Fact. Let's go through one by one. First one is Florasis. This beautiful eye palette. It is called Phoenix Carved Pattern Eyeshadow. The detail, it is absolutely phenomenal. It's just so well designed and carved. It's speechless. But after tried quite some time, I feel I would recommend this one for special occasion or someone is more professional makeup artist. For day-to-day use, it is not as practical as other palettes. The formulation is average, the color intensity is also average. So I wouldn't recommend this one for beginners or you like natural day-to-day look. If you like to try different color or have a bit challenge on eye looks, then by all means go for it. On the other hand, there are full colored eye palettes, which is good. This one. Then the color is S02, 长安晚照, which is their Chinese name. This one is very autumn earthy color, very easy to use. You can create a natural day-to-day look by using even just a couple of colors from this. This one is way much better than the other. Then the single cream eye color from Peony. Fact, it is very nice. You can tell it is a spring color. Look, it is a light orange with glitters in there. It is very spring, young, fresh. Lovely color to use. You can either use as it is or put this on top of other eyeshadows. Formulation is good, it is creamy, but when you apply this, you just need to have a little bit speed with it. Once you put on top of your eyelid, you need to blend it out a little bit quicker, otherwise it does become a more powdery and dry up and stick onto your eyelid. It will be a little bit difficult to blend it out afterwards. So, and then on the eyebrows. If you guys see my try on haul last one, there's two tinted eyebrow contouring, which supposed to be able to draw individual eyebrow hair. I tried a million times. I don't get the technique in terms of how to work with it. Just doesn't get it right. I checked this one out on other YouTube videos. People are using it very well. I don't have the technique for it. Two mascara from She Loves. This is the brand, and I have color 08 and 02. Let me just make sure show you the right way around. I know there are reflections on there, but I will have all the details listing in my description box. Oh, by the way, what I would do with product information today is I am going to put on 2 sections. So one is only list the products that I like and would recommend in one section, and the second one would be just the product I mentioned in this video. So there's 2. Number 2, I again used on my last Get Ready With Me, is more brown red color. The color itself is nice, but doesn't suit myself. I think my eyes would still prefer something a little bit darker than this. But I wouldn't recommend this one because although I original I thought this would make my eyelashes stay well, is because of the formula. It's not too wet, not too dry, but I don't know whether it's because of the cream or the liquid in there is too heavy or something. After you put this mascara on for 5 minutes, my eyelash flattened back, so it's no. On the other hand, number 08, it is a glitter. I may get a little bit more out. So it is more like a fun mascara. There are glitters in there. It's a see-through white. It's a see-through color with silver white glitters in there. I don't know whether you guys can see. Yes, now you can. So this is very lovely that if you want to create a snow makeup or a Christmas makeup, or you want to have a little bit fun with your eyelashes. So this one is very cute, and this one doesn't, because you only need to put a little bit on just top of your eyelash, and when you turn it you will see a little bling on your eyelashes. This one is very cute. So this is a thumb up. Blushes, last time I mentioned, was from Canmake. Brown coral color. Thumb up. So I think this one, compared to my favorite, NARS one, Behave, that blushes, this one has more intensity and more color when you put on your face, which I used today. And this one probably more for winter, autumn time. It merge very well with your contour and just give a lovely warm blush color on your face. Then before we move on to lips, let's go through some brushes. On last unboxing and the shopping haul, I got about 20-30 brushes last time. And here are my top 5. Let me just make them into the brand itself. 2 are from HuaYang. No English name, you just got to learn the Chinese name, okay? 2 of them from HuaYang. One is it's not a foundation brush, but I use it for, as you can tell, for blush. And the other one, can tell from the shape, it is a contouring brush. This one I really like it, is because of the design of the angle of this brush. So it's different compared with a normal contouring brush, which is normally look like this. And this one has a small dip in the middle, therefore it is merge better with your face, and it is much quicker by using this brush to apply my contour. This is and this one, I love work with blushes. So it's, even with some light pigment blush, this one still can grab the powder very well. So you got to be light-handed when you use this one to apply blushes, but this one gives you a very even, smooth outcome, and it's very soft, so easy to use. The Other one is from Amortals. It is, I use this brush, sorry, it doesn't have, none of it has actually a brush name or number on there, but I use this one for highlighting my face. If you see the shape of it, you see, let me grab one to compare. So this would be a normal brush, that more round than pointing, but this one looks similar shape, but on this side you can see it's much slimmer, therefore make the top is more like, instead of round, it's more oval, this one. So it is very friendly when you apply the highlight in a different section of your face, so you can use more pointed, more flat pointed tip to apply your nose and a small area, and use slightly more flat and big area to apply the top of your cheek. Very soft, so easy to use. The other two are actually eye brushes, but I use one for my lip. It's from HuaYang as well. I think this is from their gift set. So one is a smaller eye brush that you use for darker color, and more use for here. This one I love the most is it is round and is right size for the back of my eye. So if you're looking at the end of my eyes here, this one is just right size to apply the darker eyeshadow at the back of my eyes, and it's very easy to blend it out and can blend it even very well. The other one is more flat brush. This one people wouldn't normally to use the under eye area, the back of this, but I use it for my lip. My lip shape is a little bit not awkward, but is not even, because I have a mark down here. I don't know whether you guys can see, therefore make my lip shape on this side is very different compared to this side, and my lip is very small and thin, so when I apply lipsticks I need to make it more dewy and bigger. Basically, I said that before, when you apply your lipsticks, your fingers are your best friend. Yes, I still say that, but sometimes if you want to change the shape of your lip, the better use a brush. This one I like is because the softness of it, although it is very thin and short hair, therefore it is not too soft when you apply lipstick on your lip. Same time can easily draw the lip line, and same time the magic is because the hair is so soft, so if you don't want your lip line too sharp, this one still can blend it out to give a natural lip line. Absolutely love it. Then let's move on to lips. So last time I got was from the Peony, in fact, their lip primer, matte lip primer. So when you apply this on your lip, I don't think you guys can really see on this, but anyway, so when you apply this on your lip, the feel is like you apply a normal lip cream, but it's a matte finish, so it's like a foundation. You can clearly tell your lip goes matte, which is like a miracle. However, when you apply a matte lipstick on top of this, it doesn't help the lipstick glide even on your lip. That's the best way to describe it. I think the thoughts are good. It has matte finish, but I think the formulation just needs to improve a little bit. For the lipstick I bought recently, I like this one the most. It's from Sephora's Chinese New Year's collection, and I used this on my last Valentine's Chinese New Year makeup video, if you want to go and check out. And it is a duo, so it's a set, but I prefer the one with glitters in there, with golden glitters in there. because I find that this is not only nice to use on its own, it's also nice to put this on top of other lipstick. I use a little bit today, so let me just apply a little bit more. Because of the glitters in there, as well as the base color, it is not too dark. Therefore, when you put on top of other lipstick, it doesn't eat the other lipstick's color, but to have a nice shimmer reflection on your lip. Then move on to the setting spray. Firstly, I have to say I'm very disappointed with this one. I have challenges in terms of pronounce this brand. Giacomo, which is over here. This is their matte setting spray, and if you guys followed my channel for a while, you know I absolutely loved their shine spray, which is this one. You know, they have a like a small glitters thing, like a liquid shimmer things in there, then you shake it. This one lasts long, give a natural glow, does not create more oil on your face. Top product. This one is supposed to be matte, lasts long, and doesn't create more oils as well. It's not matte finish. When you spray it on your face, it doesn't mattify your makeup, which I don't mind too much, but this one doesn't last long as this one. This for me probably about a couple of hours. My T-zone face oil stop coming out to play. It's just a very different result compared to the other one. On the other hand, the Perfect Diary matte long lasting spray is much better compared to that one. Although it's not a, you know, top result you're looking for. If you, by the way, if you guys looking for a matte finish long lasting spray, a drugstore one I highly recommend is L'Oreal's one. So they have the powder sitting at the bottom, you got to shake it, then you apply it. I think I mentioned on one of the last videos that apart from the mist and the spray top is a little bit aggressive, other than that, result is really good and long lasting, and it does mattify your makeup. This one, the mist is good. It's nice light smell. This one does last longer than Giacomo. This one on my face, couple of hours. This one is not as long as 8 hours plus, but 4 to 5 hours, this spray has no problem. Last one is the makeup removal from Amortals. It is average to remove a light makeup, normal lipstick. It is okay. If you want to use for whole face but also gentle to your skin, I would recommend Maybelline's makeup removal. Oh, come on, focus. Or the NIVEA's makeup removal. These two are the top makeup removals that cheap, effective, easy to use, doesn't really hurt your skin. Whenever they're on sale, I just buy 5-10 bottles. Have you got enough of me? I know it's a long video, but I think I'll update you guys on most of things that I bought recently. Please let me know if you guys do like this type of video, then I will try to do it on a monthly basis as well. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. I will see you on my next one.